online digital marketing thing, and it's a lot of fun because I'm learning a new skill. I'm learning a new skill. It's empowering. I can't even tell you the self-esteem that I have doing it because it's been an interesting few years with, COVID happening and them disrupting all the things that you and I love to do, and telling us we can't go outside and we can't go to work. I mean, that's ridiculous. Are you kidding me? There's so much fear that has been put in the world. But the thing is this, it's time for us to take it back. It's time for us to take it back. So just a little bit of homework. We have a webinar tomorrow. If you are excited about taking a look inside our interactive 24/7 community, because that's what it is that I did. I decided to go with, after years and years of research and trying to figure out which digital product was right for me, because I have a career. I have a career that needs my attention. Then I also wanted to learn a new skill in the digital marketing world and figure out, okay, how am I going to get to six figures? I mean, I'm not looking to make $30,000 a year. I'm not looking to make, $40,000 a year or even $500 a week. I am looking to make six figures and seven figures. Why? Because I have put myself in front of people, and I have watched people around me and in my world do it. There are people all around me making very large incomes in the online space. I am a mentor of reading books. I love, love, love to read. I did not like to read in high school, right? I'm a Gen Xer, 1980 baby. I've been working in the career space for 20 years, 20 years. And now I'm finally to the point where I'm like, yes, I can I can start planning for retirement. Like, we can start traveling with each other. We can start going places and exploring the world, because I just met my person. I met my person, which is the person I want to do life with. He's the only one that can handle this girl, right? But the thing is this, it's so much fun because we can dream and we can do this together, and we're doing it together. My name's Ashley. I'm a realtor broker recently for the last 17 years. I love helping people. I love helping people make large money. I like helping people take their assets and their real estate and increase that by duplicating it with rental properties and educating them to make smart financial moves in the industry. So the thing is this is my new time slot. I was on at 4:30, and I'm a little intimidated because y'all are not, I just don't know this space, this hour, right? So I'm so excited to meet you. I hope that you want to spend some time with me. We're talking about how to make money online for beginners. We're talking about digital marketing for beginners. We're talking about entrepreneurial journey. We're talking about stay at home moms wanting to make a living. I'm really, really talking to my realtor friends out there. Realtors, are you sick and tired of the unpredictable income that's going on in the space that you operate in? I mean, come on. We absolutely love what we do. I mean, I absolutely love real estate, and I don't want it to ever like not be my number one career goal. But the thing is this, there's things that I can't control. I cannot control inflation. I cannot control that we're in an election year. I cannot control supply and demand. And I sure as heck can't control that the housing prices in the history of the real estate world are the highest that they've ever been. So who does that penalize? It penalizes the buyers that are out there for the first time because they barely have any money to put down. Now you're penalizing them because now somebody's got to help somebody out and make sure you get paid, right? And now you're going to have these people out there. The market's going to be wonky. So what are you going to do to finish this year strong? Well, I was just like you. I was overwhelmed. I was scared. I was freaking out until one day I found this solution. The solution is this. I was looking for a program that showed me from point A to point Z on 100% how to get my digital marketing business going. But the thing was this, I was confused with all the courses that were out there. I was confused with all the people saying, buy this course for $47. It'll make you successful. Buy this one, put this on Etsy, put this over here. But no one was interacting with me. No one was showing me step by step how to do it. And the thing is this, I have used my last 5 years and $20,000 to make the mistakes. So let my scars be helpful to you and be the lessons that you don't have to learn. In fact, it's so wild to me because just recently I had someone reach out to me, and he was a part of that $20,000 that we both probably were unbelievably maybe taken advantage of, maybe not, but he was recognized because he had lost a brother recently. And I was there because I was looking into having a virtual assistant and making sure that I could run my business efficiency, because I was convinced at the time that if I could just eliminate some of the workload on myself, I could be so successful. I could do 10 and 13 and 14 transactions a month like I did in 2015. But the thing is this, teams came into the world, and teams are great, right? I mean, what's this saying? Two heads are better than one. A cord is not easily broken when there's three. You know, there are beautiful things about teams, but I just wasn't ready to let that go. I wanted to be an individual agent who was out there servicing my clients whom I generated from my hard work and effort. I did not want to go into a machine type like team situation where someone else was benefiting from my work, right? So that's what I didn't do. I didn't go get on a team because I didn't want that. I didn't want somebody to take 50% of my business just because I was on a team. So I eliminated that real quickly. Now, there's people that are in the real estate business that got into the business about 2 years ago and got on teams and are doing fantastic. But when they take a look at it from an aerial perspective and they go, "Wow, I just did $10 million in sales and I only made $50,000." That becomes kind of harsh reality for agents to realize when they start understanding numbers. So I never wanted to be in that situation. So because I love what I do, real estate, and that's my career is very spontaneous. So I needed to be able to have a digital marketing program that was going to show me step by step with an interactive community to guide me along the way. That's when I discovered the Legacy Builder program. Now, the Legacy Builder program, because I was already seeking it, I was already absorbing, I had been in this space for 5 years trying to figure it out. I spent $20,000 and 5 years worth of scars and hard lessons that I've learned. So that's why I'm here to share with you, because I care. I don't want you to have to start now on this digital marketing journey. And then all of a sudden, 6 months now, you go and look through your photos and you see, oh my gosh, I snapped that girl. That girl just made $1 million. I snapped her back in the summer. I meant to go back in there and find her and sign up for Daily Wealth Online. I meant to go back in there. I don't want that to be you, because that was me. I had spent 5 years and $20,000 total trying to understand this business. But here's what happened between then and now. What happened was we had COVID happen, which sent a lot of creative minds home. Those creative minds got home and they were like, man, I love working from home. Those creative minds built softwares and applications that only streamlined and simplified the process for everyday folk like you and me. So that's what happened. Here we are, 2024. In 2019, things were like spaghetti. There was too many pieces of the pie that you had to basically pull out and make, like, think about spaghetti. Like that is what the digital space was in 2019. And I finally figured out that someone finally figured out, if we take each spaghetti and pull it and we make it into a long string of very clear, simple spaghetti strings, that's going to help people to understand how to explore this digital marketing space and possibly change their lives. Hi, my name's Ashley. I'm a realtor. I'm a broker now, 17 years in the business. I love helping people. I love helping people just like you. My goal in life is to help people's food. I'm a fiduciary. I help people with the largest asset of their lives. I love showing people how to make money. I love it. I love it. Don't shoot me, because that's what I love to do. So now I'm in love with this program because it's easy, it's simple, it's 2 hours a day that can work in my chaotic schedule. And that's what I'm here to share with you. If I wanted to, if I wanted to get into a digital space and try to figure it out myself, you can go for it. Go for it. And then find me in 4 years and you're going to still be in the same spot that you are today. But here's what I'm trying to help you to understand. Take my scars, take my $20,000 that I've already spent, and learn my lessons, and let me share with you how to get there swiftly, quickly, and you become the next millionaire. You become the six-figure earner in just 15 months. You become seven figure. I'm sorry. I'm going for seven figures. And I'm sorry. No, my goal is 15 1.5 million in 15 months, right? That's my number. Why? Because I know my retirement number is 1.5 million dollars in the bank to draw interest so that I can walk away comfortably and know that I'm secure in my future because I have a large chunk of money in a retirement high yielding account that I'm able to live off of in my future. I just want to seal the deal and make sure that I am protected for the future because I don't know what's going to happen. People are living longer. People are wanting to explore the world. In fact, I just read this article on LinkedIn the other day where career people who are in the office are taking the negotiation skills to the offices and the CFOs and saying, here's the thing. I'm going to work for you. I want to continue to work for you at a high level because you hired me because of my talent, because of my intellectual property. And I want to continue to do that. But I want to work from overseas and I want to travel. Now, you can still guarantee that I'm going to work for you. But why do I have to be a victim to staying in a brick and mortar store and driving through traffic every day when I can do just as good of amount of work 4 hours a day in another country and get everything that you need to have done, Mr. Employer, to continue making successful digits in your business? That's where we're going. Forbes magazine launched an article back in February stating that digital marketing is going to be the one career that is not affected by AI as far as taking our business away. They're saying if you get into digital marketing, your job level will be secure. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people hear digital marketing and they think this is brand new stuff. No, it's not. Digital marketing has been around for a long, long time. You're just now hearing about it because the momentum and the trajectory of where it's going is north and it's almost straight up, right? So, digital marketing is a $1 billion a day space. In fact, in 2019, now this is just 5 years ago, digital marketing was a $900,000 a year business. Okay. Then after COVID happened, we jumped up to 20 in 2023. The digital marketing space was $1 billion a quarter. All right. And here we are now, 2024. The digital marketing space is $1 billion a day business. They're saying by 2027, it'll be $1 trillion a day business. That's huge, you guys. That's huge. So let me tell you what this digital marketing space has done for me. Not only has it empowered me to be awesome on the computer because I learned so much. I've learned so much and today is my 143rd day in the business and the momentum that you can't see, actually it's 144. This was yesterday. Today is 144 days in the business and the growth that I'm having as far as my intellectual knowledge regarding the computer, understanding how to automate my business, even understanding how to take my current business, my real estate business, my people that I worked hard to get and put those guys in a system that helps me to automate and streamline and make sure that I am touching my clients 36 times a year. You guys, that's the number that you have to do to stay in front of your people. Did you know that if you own a business and you are not connecting with these guys 33 times a year, there's a high chance that they're going to go somewhere else? And the thing is this, when you're in sales, especially 100% commission, like a real estate professional, like I am, you walk around in fear a lot. And I don't like that. I don't like that sense of fear. I don't like that sense of, man, I wish I could just like know 100% that these people are not going to go behind my back and that they're not going to, go at the last minute and pull the plug from beneath me when I've been helping these guys out for year over year over year and showing them how to do it and showing their equity. But that's the thing. We all are human. We're all human. And then the internet happened, right? And in real estate, how many know, if you're in real estate, you know what I'm talking about. Now that everybody has the internet.com, everybody knows more than you do, right? But that's the thing. People don't know more than you do when you're in real estate. People have not been through shifts. They've not been through presidential elections. They've not been able to show you your equity and what it is that you can do with it. But the internet.com tells you your Zillow estimate's worth X amount of dollars. So that's what you want, right? Then no one helps you to understand supply and demand and the market conditions. So here's the thing. I was feeling overwhelmed by digital marketing. Let's fix that together. Okay. Let's fix that together. And what we're going to do is I'm going to share with you digital marketing for beginners. Have you felt completely lost? Have you felt completely lost? I know I was. I know I felt completely lost there at a time when I was trying to figure out which course, which tool, which strategy is the right one for you. Trust me, I've been there. With so many options out there, it can feel like you're running in circles, right? And then if you want a clear step by step process, because that's all you want, you just want to know that you're going to put your hard earned money and your time and your extra time. You just want to know that you don't want to spend hours or even months testing out different strategies just to see what works. What you really want is a clear step by step path, a blueprint that will guide you from point A to point B without the headache. Imagine having all the guesswork taken out for you. What is your fear? Is your fear of wasting money on ineffective courses? I know that you're thinking, what if I waste money on the wrong courses? What if I spend hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars and still don't see any results? That's a real fear, and it's a valid one. No one wants to throw their money down the drain, especially when it comes to their future. This is a done for you blueprint plus an interactive community. That's why I've developed dailywealthonline.com, because it helps you to it's specifically for beginners. With this blueprint, you don't have to waste your time or money figuring out what works, because I've already done that for you. And the cool thing is this, as I've gotten into this digital marketing space, I've watched for years and years and years people making income on Etsy, on Pinterest, on Facebook, even in the real estate world. These guys in the real estate business, they're spending $30,000 a month on leads, and they're having to go through $30,000 worth of leads and determine, okay, who's really real? Because most people just click on a piece of property because they're looky loos, right? Everybody knows what a looky loo that is in real estate does, right? So that's why I've developed this beautiful program for you, because it's a beginner friendly program. Now the problem is that, well, there's no problem. There's so many people. It cracks me up because there's so many people that are in this space that call themselves coaches because they got a coaching certificate online, and they're out there coaching and coaching and coaching, but they've been doing it for years and they're not making any money. And then they find us and they go, wow, finally, someone is showing me how to build an automated business so that I can increase my bottom line and do what I love, which is coaching people and helping people become better selves, right? But that's the thing. Nobody was doing that until we got the Legacy Builder program. So let me show you what it is that I discovered back in February of 2024. Now, I didn't actually come to buy the thing until April because I was busy. I am a realtor. I have things going on. I have to make sure that I meet my clients' needs and that I'm servicing them. But then when I finally was able to take a look at it, because we're busy, you guys, we're busy. We're so busy. But let me share with you what I saw. So, have you ever done this? Have you ever seen something that you love on like a TikTok channel or Instagram, and you snap your picture because you're like, oh, I want one of those. I want one of those. Or you want to go back and figure out who it was that said something to you. So, that's what it was that I did. Back in February, I saw that there was this person and they caught my eye. And I thought, wow, what is that? What is she talking about? Because I had already spent 5 years and $20,000 in the digital marketing space trying to understand what it was, how to hook it up. So finally I did. Now, here's what I found. I found that this is a 24/7 email. I'm sorry, this is a 24/7. Shoot, what did I just do? This is an automated business page, right? Let's push this over here. This is my business. This is an automatic 24/7 business page that's out there working for me. Now, I chose the family. I chose the family just because I was like, oh, that's cute. That lets everybody know that they're looking to obviously give their child a nice life. They're all hanging out. Now, this is a blueprint. This is a landing page. It's called landing page, but it's a sales page, right? So this is my sales page that's connected to my domain name up here, this dailywealthonline.com. When you go here, it is converting at 1 in 20. So I know that if I can get 20 people to put their email in here, then they're going to go and watch the next step, which is the video. Now, when you watch the video that's out there, it's a highly converting email and it's going to explain so much more. And it's going to explain it in bite sized pieces that you are able to understand. Now, once you see this video, you're going to be wanting to move forward and make a purchase. And that's great. So here's the fun part. The fun part is this is 100% your money. So you are listening to me, and I'm hoping and I love that we're hanging out in here. And my goal is for you to feel comfortable, to like, know, and trust that what I have for you is a solution that can help you and your family. So because I want you to go to my website, dailywealthonline.com, put your email in, and I know you're going to be as excited as I was, and you're going to buy immediately. So when you do, what happens? Well, I've got a desk on rollers because that's how I have my situation over here, right? I want to make sure that I'm able to get in front of you. So when you go to my sales page, which I just showed you, then you're going to put your email in. Let's do this. So this is your sales page right here. You're going to put your email in because that's what it's asking you to do. Then you're going to get this video. This video is an 11-minute video and it explains so much. It explains what digital marketing is, how our program is different because it's an interactive done for you business. Now, the fantastic thing is that it's so really, the community is just amazing. I didn't know how important a community was in a space such as this space, because here we are. We're 40 something, 50 something. We're retirees. We're empty nesters. We're wanting to make sure that we are putting enough money away for our retirement funds so that we can live comfortably and have a secure financial future, right? So how am I going to do that when my career that I've trusted for 15 years has not given me back what it was that I'm due? And they're not going to give me a raise to catch up anytime soon. And oh, by the way, I've made poor decisions in my spending along the years because I wanted the new car, the new boat. I wanted a mortgage payment at 6.9%. Those are not smart decisions, but sometimes you have to make decisions that sometimes you just have to go, right? And that's where we're at in this world, is that your bad decisions have caught up with you. And that's the reason why 64% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. I've been there, you guys. Just 5 years ago, I got sick. I had a bunch of medical bills. Insurance companies did not help me out 100%. So I had to max out a credit card and pay $24,000 out of my own pocket. And then I was left with, a sickness that lasted it lasted a year. I mean, it was 6 months, pretty bad, but it lasted a year. And then all I could do was I could not work because I'm in real estate. So you have to go show property when you're in real estate. I couldn't leave the house for 6 months. I'll never forget my very first time. It was May 10th, 2017, I think 2020, somewhere in there. 2017, May 10th of 2017. I was in my condo from Thanksgiving weekend to May 10th, my first time out. And it was really tough. It was really tough. But I remember thinking, dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much that I am able to work from home, because I am going to have to, if this sickness persists, I'm going to have to figure out a way to work from home to make an income. So that's when I really started putting my feelers out there and understanding and learning behind the scenes of how to make an income online. So that is what gave me a jump start. So for the last 5 years and $20,000 later, I have not stopped trying to figure out how to make money online. And one day I'm scrolling through TikTok and I finally found what I was looking for. I found something that required 2 hours a day from me. And I thought, finally, I can do 2 hours a day. I'm a realtor. I am spontaneous business. I have a lot of downtime on my hands, but when somebody says go, I got to jump, right? But I needed something that I could do in between those 2 hours that are going to allow me to build another stream of income. And listen, I'm a realtor. You realtors? I mean, we like money. Do we like money? I mean, come on. I mean, I'm not working for $30,000 a year. However, sometimes you look at sometimes you look at the end of the year and you go, holy cow, I only made 60 grand this year. I haven't seen that number in a very long time. And it makes me nervous when I hear people talking about that, because I'm like, I don't know how you could do real estate and only make $60,000 a year. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to be in real estate and make that kind of money. The reason you get into real estate is because you're looking for a lot of money up top so that you can take that lump sum of money that you get, that big check, and you can diversify it. You can put it into assets. You can put it into investments. You can't do that with a salary job that's biweekly pay because you're on a fixed income, right? But when you get paid real estate wise, you may walk in and get a $30,000 check, and now you've got $30,000 in front of you that you can put into another investment or whatever you want to do with it, right? You're going to be responsible for paying taxes later, but you have $30,000. A person on a fixed income cannot do that. So if I know that I have to continue to make a six-figure income because those are going to meet my goals and my dreams in the real estate world, and I know that I don't have a ton of time because my job is spontaneous and I have to be available for my clients, then what is it that I'm going to do that's going to allow me to look down in 6 months and have six figures and maybe even be able to walk away from one of them, right? So I wanted to share with you. My name's Ashley. I'm a realtor, recently a broker. I've been in the business for 17 years as my only source of income. And oh, by the way, I was single for all of those years. I just recently met my person and we're engaged to be married now, but for 15 years, he wasn't there and I had no financial help. Now, my mom and dad were always there if I needed them, but I was pretty much too prideful to ask them for help, right? So I suffered and did the things that I had to do to live conservatively, to keep my life going so that I wasn't a nuisance to my parents. That's the way we Gen Xers think. I don't know what the hell these kids are thinking these days. These kids, they don't even want to work. It's just like, I mean, they're completely opposite of us, but that's a different story. So if you know that your kids are not going to work, then you really have to step up to the plate because it's like, okay, now, what if they come and they need my help? Now I'm going to have to make sure that I got me prepared and them prepared. And that's a reality people are facing. There was a moment there a couple of years ago where these college grads couldn't even get a job. And I think that was before COVID, but they were just hanging out there for like 3 and 4 and 5 years, couldn't even get a job. They were conditioned to live at home until they were 30, which that's really, really weird, right? Because when we wanted out of the house at 18. And now, we had this lovely government that conditioned all the kids to, hey, you stay on your mom and dad's insurance till you're 26. You're a kid until you're 30. Like that's the world in which we live in. And we can't do anything about that. You can't control it. You're too small. You can't control it. But what you can control is being proactive and looking around you and realizing that, hey, that company that I've been working for 20 something years, they're not going to catch you up on retirement when it's time to walk away. You were told in high school to go out there, get a job, go to college, get a job, work at your job for 15, 20 years, and that you would be taken care of immensely, right? But what's happened is we're stepping back and we're going, it's kind of weird. I've been working for 20 years. I didn't even get a Rolex when they let me go. And they just called me in last week and said they're eliminating my division after 15 years of service because AI has come in and eliminated an entire fleet of people who work for your employer because they figured out a way to save a bottom line. You guys, if you aren't recognizing that that's a reality that's happening, shame on you. Open your eyes, right? So let me show you what it is that I found. Just a few months ago, I was scrolling, and because I knew what it was that I was looking for, I had my feelers out there. So I'm scrolling and I found this person who put together a solution for people just like you and me, people who were looking for a simple step-by-step blueprint that explains everything. And not only that, but now she's put together a beautiful community that can guide you and be interactively helping grow together as a business. So what I did was I went and I learned, I got into her system. This was her automated business page that was out there working 24/7. Now, how did I get there? Well, I used a domain name to get there. But now that I have the product, I'm selling it to you for 100%. My top seller is a $900 legacy builder program is the top seller. So for 10 sales, I'm making $10,000 a month. Are you telling me that all I have to make is one sell and I make $900? Yes. And that's the thing. You can come in at the other levels, 600, 300, 100. And I should focus more on those because I think a lot of people have a fear of wasting money. My number one fear that I did this morning was I think people are scared of wasting money on ineffective courses. And you have every right to be. In fact, let me tell you a story. I have spent the last 5 years and $20,000 having that same fear and jumping on courses and buying courses. And more importantly, actually trying to put it all together and solve it myself. And here's what I found. All it led me was a bunch of free PDFs, a bunch of following people and being confused. And then I just got lost in the rabbit hole of trying to figure out how to hook all this stuff together because no one was giving you this mysterious thing that's out there called digital marketing, making 6 figures and 7-figure higher income earners. So why can't I figure it out? Until now, someone boxed it up and put it in this beautiful package. So what did I do? Boom, I want to learn how to set up a digital marketing business. Not only learning this information will allow me to utilize it in my current business that I already have, not only will it allow me to use my famous in Texas branding that I'm so already been in love with since 2017, and I'm going to be able to push it out there. I didn't know how to build it and put it out there. How many of you have had inventions, ideas, thoughts that have just passed you by, and then all of a sudden you see it 6 months later and you're like, that was my idea? I mean, like, I'm the one who came up with that, right? Like, I have done that since I was 17 years old. I've got an invention journal that I have put together because my mind just never shuts off. I'm always thinking how to make something better. So what about you? What if you have this idea, this dream, this passion that maybe it's not Shark Tank worthy, but it's something that you're like, I know that would buy. If you know something would sell, sell. If you know something would sell and and believe in it so much because you've put thought and paper to it, and the only thing that's missing is implementation, then you have a digital product that you could package together and share with the World Wide Web, because the social media platform is 5 billion people monthly. There are 8.8 billion people on planet Earth. There are 8.8 billion people on planet Earth. There are 5 billion people on social media. What does that mean? That means for the first time in the history of the world, you can own a business and advertise for free. For free? What do you mean? Yeah, for free. Because you already have, all it took you was a username and password. Data is more important now than currency. Are you seeing that? Are you realizing that data now is more important than currency? Your email, putting your email into my digital marketing landing page is more valuable than currency. And that's where we're going. This page is built by its CEO and well, I don't even know the CEO, but high-level copywriters, high-level digital advertising executives, high-level marketing people. They built this page because it converts 1 in 20. So if I know there's 5 billion people on social media, and I've got my TikTok channel here because that's where I'm taking my stuff to the airwaves, right? I decided to go with dailywealthonline.com because it aligns with who I am. My name's Ashley. I'm in real estate. I've been in the business for 17 years. I represent people fiduciarily. I help families make the most of their money by utilizing their assets for generational wealth. That's what I do. Daily is because you get paid daily. Wealth is wisdom, and online it's because it's an online business. You guys, this is where we're at. If you're not recognizing that the world is digital and is going there, then I really hope that this conversation sparks an interest inside of you. And I know you're busy. I know you got to drop the kids off. You got that deadline with flag football, homecomings next week. The fall is changing. All of a sudden, have you noticed it's darker earlier? And it's, where I'm at, we're raining over here. So the last few mornings at 7:30 have been a little darker than normal. But I think that's just because we're walking into daylight savings time. That's right around the corner. And what's even more right around the corner is Christmas. Do you realize that we're less than 120 days from the holidays? You guys, when the holidays come, you know that everybody just stops working. But what about you? What if you took that time instead of being everybody else and not paying attention to your job? What if you took that time to be selfish? And yeah, I'm saying selfish because you deserve it. I mean, how many people are out there right now that are working with a job that they absolutely hate? How many people out there are having to drive through traffic every day, go into some work and hang out with a bunch of moo-moos that you don't even have anything in common with other than you both get paid from the same employer? Like, really and truly, like, I know so many people that are miserable at their jobs, that hate their jobs, and it breaks my heart because I'm in real estate. So since I got into real estate, I didn't really get into real estate to sell houses. I was 24 when I got into real estate. I got into real estate because I wanted to be able to pick up and go to the lake house whenever I wanted to, go and tour the world and go to other countries and hang out with people. But then what happened? I designed it, I dreamed it, and then guess what happened? It was a very lonely world because not a lot of people thought like me. So then I found myself going to conferences and going all over the United States of America and meeting these fascinating people, but they weren't in my backyard in Dallas, Texas. They were in Arizona, in New York, in Florida. I worked for Super Bowl for five 4 years did I do Super Bowl? 14, 15, 16, 17. 4 years. I did Super Bowl. I was on the Super Bowl field because of my career, because I had already conditioned myself to that and to know that for the rest of my life, I can work from my phone. No one has to know when I'm at Super Bowl unless I tell on myself by posting everything on social media. I can have 10 contracts going while I'm at Super Bowl because no one has to know. You see, I saw freedom in that lifestyle. And when in 2014, I wanted to figure out a way to make an income online. And I'm not talking just a $30,000 income. In America, that's great money. But what I'm talking about is I want a 6-figure and 7-figure career because I have big dreams. And most of them are for security reasons. But the other ones is to be able to sell my business and to walk away from production in 10 years. And with this new digital product, I'm going to be able to walk away if I wanted to in 15 months or possibly sell my business at $3 million because that's my valuation on my business. My business comes with a pre-built sphere of influence that they call me, they like me, they show up every time they get ready for a real estate need or transaction. They call me. Why? Because they like, know, and trust that what I have is going to solve their problem. So let's take this to digital marketing. The reason that I'm so on fire about it is because I have spent 5 years, I am scarred from it, and I've spent $20,000. That's why I care about you. Don't go make the same mistake I've done. Now, here's where we're at. 5 years ago, fast forward, now we're going. So you better get into this digital marketing space and take a bite out of it right now so that you can understand what it is, because I can guarantee you in 24 months, they're going to have all of us figuring it out on our own. And this is it's a great step into, empowering yourself. I mean, worst case scenario is that you get in here and you learn in-demand skills that are going to change your life or probably save you, because you've been trying to figure out for years and years and years how to turn a PDF file into an email to put it onto an attachment that your medical company needs or somebody at the bank needs, or all these things, and you're running around like crazy. We are giving you tips, tools, and tricks on how to learn these things online, because nobody's ever done it before. No one's ever done it before. So let me walk you through what I want you to do, because I have a simple blueprint that's going to transform your life and provide you hope. Hope means hang on, pain ends, right? And I believe POUR says can't even talk. I believe POUR stands for passing opportunities over repeatedly. Wow, 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 right? So let me show you what I have real quick. So because I was smart enough, I went to dailywealthonline.com, landed on this 1 in 20 landing page, put my email here, saw the video. Once I saw the video, I was like, whoa, I want to make the purchase. Now that I made the purchase, I go here, watch the video. Now I'm going to make a $900, $600, $300, or $100 purchase. And then that money is going to go directly into my bank account, right? This is $900 into Ashley's bank account, 100% profit, right? But here's the thing. What if you're busy? What if you're not home today? You're not able to pay attention to what's going on? No problem, because I'm going to make sure that you're equipped to make the right decision. So I'm going to send you another email just probably tomorrow and say, hey, here's the deal. I have a personal video of myself on TikTok, why I did what I did. I'm going to share with you what it is going on inside our community. In fact, we have a webinar this week. So if you want to take a look at the webinar, make sure you go to dailywealthonline.com, enter your email right here so that I can send you the webinar link. You are still early to get in. So come take a look at what I'm talking about. At least be curious. I mean, there's a Ted Lasso. I don't know if you're a fan of Ted Lasso. I love England. I love soccer. I never knew I loved soccer or American football, right? I never knew that I loved any kind of soccer sports until I met Ted Lasso. And I absolutely am crazy about that show. Thank goodness they're coming out with a show. But Ted Lasso, in one scene when he's playing darts with Rebecca's ex, and this guy's being yucky and gross and cocky, and he's threatening Rebecca, and he says to Rebecca, if I win this dart game playing against Ted Lasso, I will be sitting in the box seat with you every game this season, Rebecca. And so Ted Lasso, slyly enough, gets up there and he goes, Rupert, I would be asking questions if I were you, because he challenged him to a game of darts. And he says, Rupert, if you were curious, you would have asked me, Lasso, have you ever played darts? And then I would have said, yes, sir, every Sunday after church for 16 years with my father until he passed away. And he goes, barbecue sauce, pow, and it hits in the bullseye. And Rupert lost. He ducked his head, put his tail behind his, what is it? Ducked when he, anyways, walked out of the bar. He completely lost. He completely lost. And he showed Rebecca that he was awesome at darts. But the thing he said was, be curious. So I just want you to be curious. Be curious enough to believe in yourself, to go here, dailywealthonline.com, put your email in, watch the webinar. We have a webinar this week. So go take a look at the webinar. It introduces you to our interactive community. Now, here's what you do to get started. The minute that you get into our community, we're going to send you the email with all of the processes. And the cool thing is we know that one size doesn't fit all. So we send everything to you, because there are people that got into this community and had everything set up in like 2 hours. And then we're able to start taking it to social media. So here's what it is. This is my Legacy Builder program. I'm showing you what it is. The modules are right there. 1, 2, 3, who we are or what we are, community guidelines, and then what to expect. The very second link is your Zoom link. Why your Zoom? Because we have an interactive community. This is the reason why I love this. Here is our live calendar within school, the community office space. Really, it's basically your virtual office. So every week I go in here and I build out my calendar on my phone, because I know that I'm going to attend the training. Why? Because the training helps me and I learn something every time I'm in it. So here's our interactive calendar. Then we also have a place called Classroom. So the one thing that I did right when I bought my program is I went in and I said, I don't know what to talk about. I just bought this thing. Now what do I do? Well, thank goodness we have a pre-built, done for you system. So I simply just went under Classroom and went to content, hit that content button, and then it gives me all the hooks and CTAs that I need to get started immediately. And then because we have all of our replays and webinar replays and Zooms on a page within our Classroom, I started going back through and listening to some of the webinars. I didn't do it like, I didn't have time to do it all day, every day. I just put them in my earbuds, and listen to it while I was driving in traffic, or while I was going to show houses, or while I was, in the shower. I'd have it on my little Bluetooth speaker and I'd listen. I'd listen when I could, because there's a lot of time that's out there and technology is amazing. We have all these speakers and all these ways to listen to knowledge. So why not go ahead and pump my brain with as much knowledge on the Legacy Builder program so that I could shrink the time onboarding? I'm ready to go, you guys. I'm ready to go. Today is 144 days in. This says 143 because that was yesterday. Today is 144 days in. I am going to have $1.5 million in the bank in 15 months. That's exciting. That's exciting for me, because I haven't seen that kind of money in real estate, and I've been selling real estate for 17 years. Right? It's crazy. So do yourself a favor. I'm going to hop off here. I'm getting ready to go to the lake. So I'm going to be filming from the lake the next few days. And I cannot wait to show you what it is that I get to experience when I decide to get out of the city and go to my family's lake house and hang out there. It's beautiful. We're babysitting the dog. My parents are, they're out there too. So we're hanging out and having fun. So here's the thing. I want you to go to Legacy Builder. I want you to go to dailywealthonline.com, enter your email, come to the webinar tomorrow. Please come to the webinar. Go ahead and take a look at yourself. Be curious. Be curious. I'm going to try to see if I can find that on my GoDaddy handle. Be curious. BeCurious.com. Be curious about what this is. Go take a look at it. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, you guys, that's my 2 hours. Every day I'm asked to do 3 things: show up like a boss, which is also having a CEO mindset, be coachable, and be willing to spend 2 hours a day on your business. That's what I just did. I spent 45 minutes with you on the computer, because that's what I do. I'm helping other people to discover my Daily Wealth Online website, so that you can put your name into a 1 in 20 highly converting business page that's out there working for me 24/7, and 1 in 20 sales equals $900. $900 a month. Oh, great question. How does the company make money? Yes. Let's talk about that. So for $129 one time, read that one time $29 fee, you get a 100% pre-built website, and it's already pre-built and loaded for my dailywealthonline.com. So that's how the company makes money, is the $29. That's it. So one time $29. If you've ever built a website, you know that is a steal. And it's almost too good to be true. I mean, I have built 3 websites, paid the first person 1,800, I think the second person 2,600, and I think the third person, he tried to get like 50% of my business like in the future, and I was like, "Are you crazy? Who are you? You're a weirdo." And I kicked him to the curb. But there's the you cannot build a website for less than $29. So that's my thing for the day. Do you have any questions? We have a webinar tomorrow. Make sure you go to dailywealthonline.com, take a look at it, and let's be curious. I'll see you soon. Bye, YouTube. All right.